Alright guys, welcome to a quick video of this Sainte farmhouse diorama I threw together in about 20 minutes. It didn't take long at all. The previous videos you would know I already had this 28mm farmhouse section painted up, so I just took the section that was already this free of the rest of the farmhouse and placed it in here in such a way that I thought, and this was not pre-planned, but as you can see, this glass case I was talking about, which makes pretty much anything you put in here look fancy, fit perfectly. And I thought, you know, maybe I could do something with this. And as mentioned, there's the side and the back, which would be like a cutaway if I can reach. Apologize for any noises. So there's kind of that going on, and I guess I'm happy with it. Now, I wanted to do this in such a way that it wasn't permanent. So that is to say, still be able to remove the farmhouse and use it, as well as the soldiers here. Be able to pull the troops out and use them as needed whenever I need more guys. But yeah, I'm fairly happy with it. Now, a couple of things I'll mention as it's not officially done. This little section here, as you can see, is where it connects to another piece, another section of the farmhouse. And rather than fill that in and make it look like the rest, which I don't know I would be able to match that, I thought I would turn this into a plaque with the name Sainte and the date, something like that. So that's probably what that'll be. And then, what was it? What else? There was, this is cork board, the road. It's a long strip of thin cork board that I thought would look good for the road. And I flocked, as you can see along here, along the edges of this farmhouse gate section, I flocked so it wasn't just bare. So I did that as well. And then this section is just a really thin strip of foam board that I flocked for the rest. So the road section goes from about here to here. And then the foam board, real thin foam board I flocked here. Stretched it out as far as I needed it to go. Now the only thing with that is it was so thin, and I used Elmer's glue to flock. It started pulling up and peeling and bowing and warping, so I did have to put 3 small tacks of super glue down. I didn't want to overdo it because, again, don't know that this will always forever be in here. May want to use it for other things moving forward. So again, didn't want any sort of permanence attached to this display. But and nothing was painted for this. All these guys had already been painted, as well as the French engineers there busting in through the gate. So again, it didn't take much time, not a whole lot of work. The only thing that you'll notice, or maybe you won't, but I'll point it out, no dead guys. And I do have French as well as British casualties, but I don't have any specifically KGL or King's German Legion casualties. And I know there were also, I think, chaps in normal, or that is to say, the typical British uniform that was not the greens and the grays of the KGL. But again, don't have any KGL casualties to lay down, so that it wouldn't match. It looked like it would clash, so I didn't like that. And again, with the French, as you'll see, I've got most of them gray, some in tan or brown. Great coats. That's a long debate as to whether or not those were actually worn during battle. I think probably those were worn on the march there, maybe early in the morning, probably discarded. Although I could be wrong. Maybe some of them kept them on. Who knows? I wasn't there. And then, so yeah, no French casualties, because what I have is, French that don't look like they belong here. So I couldn't use those. But, you know, it is what it is. That's, let's say it's just starting out. Nobody's been hit yet. Although that's some pretty good progress without taking any casualties. So that's the Sainte farmhouse diorama I was telling you about. As you'll see in the background, I still got stuff on the table that I've been messing with off and on. Nothing long term, nothing has really stuck really. Just kind of bouncing around ideas and kicking things around. Another thing I mentioned before I forget, if you're interested in this particular aspect of Waterloo, that is to say this farmhouse battle, well then you're going to want to read this, The Longest Afternoon by Brendan Sims, who also wrote Europe. The 400 Men Who Decided the Battle of Waterloo. This is a short, quick read. In fact, one of my videos, I read the first half of this just into a microphone, and there it is. I don't know why I didn't do the other half and finish it, but great book, and I recommend that for anybody watching and interested in the subject. What else? Let's see, there was a couple other things. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention the video that I posted before this. I didn't delete it, but I changed it to private. Actually, I thought I had already changed it to private the next morning, and to my surprise, it didn't do it. I guess I didn't hit save. So there it sat for everybody to view, and that's fine. My intention was for people to view it. However, after doing it and considering the latter half of the content, getting it off my chest and out there, I felt a bit better, which, again, an intended result. But I also reconsidered and thought, you know, what's the point of having this up? It's kind of a drag and depressing, and yes, that's part of life, and I'm glad you guys are out there for me as needed. And we'll add that for those of you that did comment, a number of you did, and I appreciate that. That's very cool. That helps. That means a lot. But yeah, I thought, you know, this maybe is unwarranted to have this up here any longer, so turned it to private, and this time I remembered to hit save. So if you're looking for that video, it's not going to be there anymore. And I think the other thing, the first half of that video was just eBay sales, which I will repeat have been better than I could have expected. So there's that. Anything else? What's below it? This is the what I'm calling I have this basic rule set that I've been fiddling with for I don't know how long. I've started calling it now Defiler on Parade rule system, and this is a basic card game version of it that I've set up using the template for, I don't know if you can see down there, Lost Battles. See down there on the right there. Using the same grid system, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 4, which doesn't seem like much, but if you got enough going on, you don't need to overcompensate with space, that is to say, tile spaces here. There's enough going on in this system that you don't need to worry about having stuff all over the place. What do I mean by that? Well, here's an example. Here's your command system, which again is pretty much lifted from Lost Battles, and I'm trying to, well, I have actually translated this into a Napoleonic game. So quick rundown of that. You got your number of turns, each for every 10 value of fighting value you get one command. So whereas where's my finger, so whereas the British have 70 here, they would have, you guessed it, 7 commands, etc. So whereas the British have 50, actually it would be 52, that just comes out to 5 commands. And you're going to use these commands for all your guys to do various things, etc. You can use your imagination. I won't go into that at this time, but messing with that a little bit, and I'll show you the shelves one more time. They still look pretty good. I thinned them out, again, you may not notice, or you may, but they thinned out such that they almost look perfect. It looks like nothing is crammed in there. There's not too much bare space. There's room, so, I don't know. Kind of a serendipitous favor I've done myself here. Ooh, Where's my finger? Where Eagles Dare go? Yep, sold that this morning, or yesterday morning actually. Number of other things. I almost, you see this guy here, Greatest Day? I took pictures and started posting it on eBay, and I thought, nope, not doing it, drawing the line. That's staying. I never even thought about putting Devil's Cauldron on there. No way. Not going. We'll never put that on eBay. Never say never. Well, I just did. Never. It's one of my Grail games. I'll always keep that. One of my personal Grail games. Yeah, so the core collection is the Victory games, the Avalon Hill, some of the older stuff, SPI, GDW. Those stay. I haven't touched those. That was a rule when posting things on eBay, not to touch the core collection. But I did post most, I would say 85% of everything else is or was on eBay at one form or another. Some things got sold, some things I took down just because of continual lack of interest. So there's that. Yeah, shelves look good, and then the old ASL shelf over here, still looking good. The only thing, and I said I would never sell anything ASL. Well, the only thing I did end up selling was some critical hit stuff, and I can live without that, and some other third-party things. But the actual, anything MMP or Avalon Hill I have not touched. You can see all kinds of the, again, there's the scenario packs down here that I will be keeping, and original rule books and things like that. That all keeps. That's the binders that I use primarily for the game. One I've played in the past until I got this little guy here, which has been pretty handy. Not a whole lot of this I'm missing. Again, I do need the, I would still like to get the new Hollow Legions edition. Not going to be, I already said this, not going to be getting the sword and whatever, fire at Manila. I can live without that. There's a couple scenario packs I need to pick up to keep up with this. But yeah, other than that, pretty fleshed out there. So I've already said this, but there's all the counters sorted in the little counter trays, and I think up on top is all the, can we see from here? ASL journals and annuals and things like that. The general, that's all that stuff. So yeah, all right, that's enough. This video's got way out of hand. My battery's almost dead. Windmill. And that's pretty much it. So just wanted to share that with you guys, and primarily this. I thought it was kind of nifty. Not hard to do. I mean, if you could find some sort of similar display case, roughly, well, the size of the width of the gatehouse section of the Sarisa 28mm Lysant farmhouse set, you could do likewise or something similar, or whatever you choose. Didn't take long because I'd already painted most of the stuff. But that's it. All right, guys. Again, thank you for all you do, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.